Looking for a studio to run online radio shows, podcast series, record jingles? The Cedarwood Luxury Studio is highly equipped and available to give you the very best of studio experience.
A beautiful, beautiful afternoon, Lagos, Nigeria, Asaba, Uyo, Abia State, wherever you are under the very sound of my voice, in and outside Lagos, Nigeria. How are you doing? And how is your day going? Hope you were enjoying your holidays. As far as I'm concerned, I don't have any holiday. I'm here doing the work that my father has sent me to do. We are here to do the work of the father, so definitely. Yes, we are doing the father's work, and we are happy doing the father's work. This is Cedarwood Luxury Online Radio, Nigeria's first real estate radio. Welcome to each and every one of you. And I will not also fail to appreciate everyone that has been a part of us from the very first day, even till this very moment. Thank you very much for your likes, for your comments, for your shares. And we are also doing our very best to improve, to get better, and also to serve every one of you better. And this is also to remind everyone that the Cedarwood Luxury Studio is well equipped and it is readily available for every one of you. A podcaster, you've been looking out for a studio to run online radio programs. You want to record jingles, you want to create content, you need a studio where you can leverage on and do things that is mind-blowing and can impact and all that thing. Don't worry, we are here to serve you better and to give you the very best of studio experience. My name is David and you're welcome to the Real Estate in Nigeria program right here on Cedarwood Luxury Radio. Yes, we began a conversation last week, Monday. Yes, on how to multiply your results as a realtor in the last quarter of the year without burning out. We started that conversation. In case you missed it, you can go back on our timeline on Facebook and also on YouTube to watch that session, go over it, take notes, and get inspired. All right. Today we'll be having a continuation, a part 2 of that conversation. And seated with me this beautiful afternoon is Barrister Oma Linda, Lagos, Nigeria, West Africa, the whole universe. Once again, let's welcome Barrister Oma Linda.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me again, David. Always a pleasure to be here in the studio.
You're very much welcome.
Thank you.
All right. Please do not forget to like, comment, and share so that everyone will be a part of this session. Tell everyone that Cedarwood Luxury Online Radio is live. And also let them know, share the good news that Barrister Oma Linda is also in the house. And we are here to inspire you so that you can require what you admire.
David.
Somebody will say, this guy he has turned to motivational speaker. I don't know. Okay, let's just happy independence. By the way, let's start with that.
Much. Thank you. Same to
you. How has your independence experience been? Compare your independence experience in the past and of recent. Mm-hmm. Just share one or two experience, like how it has been in the past and how it is presently for you.
For me?
Yes.
Well, for me, it's been amazing. I mean, it's a beautiful way to, celebrate, and to mark the independence of our great nation and a great country, Nigeria. And I know that a lot of people are not particularly very happy about how things are panning out and all of that. But I always like to focus on what is working. I always like to focus on what is working. Good, and I always like to tell people, as long as there's life, there's hope. Yeah. And we agree there are several things that are not particularly working right, but there are also several things that are also working right. And for me, I know it's just going to continually get better. Sometimes might need to get worse for it to get better, right? But whichever way it is, we're just going to keep pushing. We're just going to keep plodding on, and we are we're hopeful that it's all going to turn out well for our good as a nation. So I'm a big believer of this country, and this country is going to do well. This country is going to prosper because we're here, David. Come to think about it, you know, we're not going anywhere.
We are not going anywhere.
No leave, no
so
transfer.
if you get the opportunity, more like will I use the word scholarship or a lottery, or you just get a free opportunity to permanently.
We'll be going and coming back home.
You'll be going.
We'll be touching base. There's no disappearing.
So you're one of those that say, no, we die here.
No, we live here.
Okay, we live here. I like that.
You know, and
we live here.
David, you know what?
Yes.
Who is going to build this country? Who is going to build the country?
If everybody leaves.
Everybody leaves. You know, change must start one day, and it will start with one person. And if all of us are looking for where we're going to, should be is people that built
it.
Exactly.
Yes.
So, and those people were smart. They didn't run away. You know, when it was really terrible, they stayed and they worked things out.
Yeah, true.
You know, and I'm a big believer in staying and working things out because we have the potentials. Nigeria is blessed. We have both human and resources. We have natural resources.
Yes.
We have everything, you know, that we need to be, you know, number one.
Yeah.
To be a prosperous nation, to be the envy of all other countries.
And the good thing is, those that has jackpot, don't worry. When they come, we'll be the one to lead them.
We will tell them what is, you know, we're the ones now.
We'll be the ones to dictate for them and say.
We'll show them how it is done now. And they'll be asking us many questions, you know. So we're going to show them how it's done. So yeah, I believe it's going to turn out well.
Yes. I'm also a strong believer as well. All right, this is Cedarwood Luxury Online Radio, Nigeria's first real estate radio. Do not forget to like, comment, and share so that everyone would be, so that everyone can be a part of this session. All right, let's segue quickly into the discourse for today. Like I mentioned earlier, last week we began a conversation on how to multiply your results as a realtor in the last quarter of the year without burning out. And we talked about some of the highlights where your results are a reflection of your thought systems and patterns. Your results are the sum total of your attitude, belief system, values, and actions. To achieve a different result or outcome, you must not focus on your old result, especially if they are not so good. To achieve a quantum leap in your results, write down your goals daily and get emotionally involved with it. And today would begin, or rather we'll continue that conversation as we approach the end of the year, the last quarter of the year. It is perfect time for us to reflect on our programs, set new intentions, and elevate our awareness for the journey ahead. So today we want to look into 6 valuable insights and simple techniques to help you multiply your results as a realtor in the last quarter. Yes, 6 valuable techniques. Let's begin with the very first one.
Yes. Okay, so the very first one here is to reflect and refocus.
Reflect and refocus.
So this is the best time when we're already in Q4 and 4, and we're going to start by taking a moment to reflect on our achievements and also challenges during Q3. Okay, and we're going to focus on and begin to examine what are the things that went well.
What are the things that went well?
Right. Then what lessons did we learn? Right.
Yeah.
And we're going to use this valuable feedback to refocus our goals. You know, last week we talked about setting an intention, setting that goal, writing it down, having a definiteness of purpose, not just, you know, living life as it comes, you know, but having a definiteness of purpose. So this is the best time to revisit that goal, you know, reevaluate that goal, refocus with that goal, you know, for the remaining part of the year. And then remember that every setback is actually an opportunity for growth.
Yes.
So some people probably will say things like, oh, I didn't make the number of sales I wanted to make, or I didn't even make any sale at all, or I just made little sale, or whatever it is, you know, in my real estate business. I want us to understand that, you know, those are actually opportunities for us to grow, you know, and failure is never the end of the road.
Failure is never the end of the road.
It's never the end of the road. Failure is just simply, I call it feedback. So if something didn't pan out well the way you planned it in Q3, that is just feedback. That is feedback. That is just telling you, okay, you need to work on this. Do you have a sales structure? Do you have a sales strategy? Some people don't have sales strategy. They just wake up and just post something, or they just wake up and say, okay, which estate, or
which estate is available for sale.
No. You have to have a strategy on ground. Last week we talked about mindset.
Yeah.
And I did say that success in any area of your life is 95% mindset and 5% strategy, right? And as much as mindset is very, very important. In fact, it's the main thing. You can't also neglect strategy. Strategy helps you to implement, whatever mindset work you have done. So you must have a sales structure. What is your sales structure? Is it constantly running ads on your socials? Is it doing one-on-one? Is it booking calls? Is it doing presentations, corporate presentations, or one-on-one presentations? Is it email marketing? Is it lead, any form of lead generation? So you have to have a definite strategy.
Strategy.
Yes. So if a lot of people look at what they did in Q3, they should ask themselves, did I have a definite sales strategy, or did I just wake up and any which road I just went?
Anyway, we belly face.
Exactly. I just go that area, or did I implement a specific strategy? And you can have two, or you can have three. And with those strategies, you can now determine which works best for you, and then now heavily leverage on that going forward. So failure is never the end of the road; it's just feedback. So that's the first one: to reflect.
To reflect and refocus.
Yes, to reflect and refocus.
All right, I'd love to take some comments on Facebook. I see someone say, is that Ifoma? Ifoma will be welcome, barrister. Another person there is saying that's Usman Halima. Welcome, barrister.
Thank you.
And welcome to every of our viewers out there. Please let everyone also be part of this session. You can do well to like. You can do well to share. Just a simple click on the share icon. The whole world would be a part of this session. All right. Real estate market, the real estate market in Nigeria. We are talking about how to increase your result, multiply your result as a realtor in the last quarter. And we've just talked about reflect and refocus. Yes, we are looking into 6 valuable insights and techniques that would help you multiply your results. This happens to be the part 2 of the conversation we started last week. All right, let's segue into the next technique, valuable technique that would help every realtor out there to multiply their results.
Okay, thank you so much, David. So the next one is the number 2 is think bigger.
Think bigger.
Yes. In Q3, I'm sure a lot of people thought bigger and all of that.
Yeah.
But even in Q4, I encourage everyone out there, you're a realtor, you're in the real estate business, think even bigger.
Even bigger.
This is not the time for you to shrink yourself. This is not the time for you to say, oh, Q3, I was thinking big, but I didn't achieve XYZ, so let me shrink and think smaller and see whether that would, like if I can get to where I'm going to my destination.
Yeah.
Well, that's the worst thing to do. If it didn't work out the way you planned it in Q3, in Q4, this is a time for you to even think bigger than you did in Q3. So reevaluate your goals for Q4. Look at it again. Don't just, I like details, Don't just casually say, I want to make more money or I just want to make sales. What kind of sales? Which affiliates are you working with? What estates are you going to sell? What kind of people do you want to reach out to? Be very, very, very detailed.
Yeah.
Be very, very detailed. So reevaluate your goals for Q4.
Yes.
Make sure that they're exactly.
Please, those of you outside hearing Q4 means quarter 4.
Yes, quarter 4.
I mean, the year is divided into 4 different quarters.
Yes,
so
yes.
Q4. Okay.
Yeah. So
not
Q4.
Q-Lux, Q4.
So Q4 is quarter 4.
Quarter
so
4.
The last quarter.
The last quarter. Yes.
Right. So please make sure that those goals, as you're reevaluating them, that they're exactly what you want.
Exactly what you want.
What do you want? Make sure that those goals actually fit into that thing that you want. And understand that you still have not even stretched or scratch the surface of what you can achieve.
Wow.
So some people may be thinking, oh, I set a goal for 5 million in quarter 3. And, I'm hearing right now on this amazing show that we should think bigger and set bigger goals. Should I now double it or should I quadruple it or should I triple it? When I didn't meet my 5 million earning, in quarter 3 initially, and if you have that question arising in your heart, I want to let you understand that even the 5 million is still nothing compared to what you're capable of doing. So if you have that at the back of your mind, right, or even in the front of your mind, I dare say, you will understand that this is an opportunity for you to double that, triple that, or even quadruple that.
True.
Because whatever you set previously in quarter 3 is nothing compared to what you can accomplish, what you can achieve. So don't be afraid to think bigger.
Don't be afraid to think bigger. Let's take a quick break and then we'll be right back.
Looking for a studio to run online radio shows, podcast series, record jingles? The Cedarwood Luxury Studio is highly equipped and available to give you the very best of studio experience.
All right. Yes. Yeah. We're back. We're back and we're glad. Yes, this is Cedarwood Luxury Online Radio, Nigeria's first real estate radio. And we have been speaking with Barrister Omalinda on how to multiply your results as a realtor in the last quarter of the year without burning out. We've talked about reflect and refocus. We said start by taking the moment to reflect on your achievements and challenges during quarter 3. What went well? What lessons did you learn? Use this valuable feedback to refocus on your goals for the remainder of the year. Remember, every setback is an opportunity for growth. Failure is not the end of the road. It is just a feedback. And we also talked about the fact that you also need to think bigger. You need to think big. Yes, think big. Reevaluate your goals for quarter 4. Make sure that they are exactly what you want. Understand that you have not stretched the surface of what you can achieve. That is to say, you can do more. You can do more. If you've climbed 100 mountains, you can do 1,000. The same Absolutely. Energy that's helped you to get to the level, the heights that you've been able to attain is the same energy you need to go further to Absolutely. Do more. Absolutely. All right. 100%. So think bigger. You've not stretched the best out of yourself. You've not really gotten the best out of yourself. And one of the reasons why people do not think bigger is because they feel they've done enough, or they feel, oh yes, I've been able to achieve. Exactly. So they don't want to. They think they cannot go beyond, what they've done. But we are saying, think bigger. Yes. Think bigger. There is more to what you can achieve and what you have achieved. All right, let's segue into the next point this beautiful afternoon.
Okay, thank you so much, David. So the next point is the power of gratitude.
The power of gratitude.
Yes, the power of gratitude. I love this part. I love this one. So we, one of the things you're going to engage in this last quarter 4, is to practice gratitude.
Practice gratitude.
Practice gratitude and practice it daily. Practice gratitude, practice it daily. And how do you do that? You write down 3 things. Let's start with 3 things.
Yes.
3 things that you're grateful for each morning. You know what that would do for you? For most people, for us, is that it will help us take our attention away from what is not working. And set our attention on what is working. There's something you said. You said the energy you used in getting from point A to B is the same energy you're going to use to get from point B to C.
Yes.
So that is not the time for you to forget what brought you there.
Yes.
And start looking for other ways, other strategies, other things. As simple as gratitude is, it's such a powerful practice. I do it myself, such a powerful practice. Write down 3 things you're grateful for each morning. And I noted here that this simple ritual can actually shift your perspective and boost your productivity. Why? Because you're focusing on what is working.
Yeah.
You're focusing on what you're grateful for. If you made 2 sales or 3 sales in the whole of Q3 or 5 sales and you wanted to do 15, be grateful for that one. Be thankful that you even made 1 sale. Be thankful that you even had the opportunity to prospect people, for people to even hear you pitch your product. Be grateful. And then this simple ritual can actually boost your productivity and make you even more resilient and open to opportunities, because now you're focusing on what is working, what you're grateful for. So the way the mind works is that it's going to start looking for more of those things to bring to you, more opportunities to pitch your product, more opportunities to generate leads, more just greater opportunities for you. And this exercise helps you to put your attention on the things that are working in your life, as opposed to the areas you might be facing some challenges. So the power of gratitude is something that in Q4 you must not underestimate the power of it. Gratitude can take you from nowhere to somewhere. Out of right, a different tangent altogether. So what are the things that worked for you in Q3? What are the things that you were able to achieve in Q3? What are the things you were able to do in Q3? Spend time to be grateful around those things. And don't just say in your mind, I'm grateful. Write it down. I'm a big believer. When you write, you kind of establish it. Write it down so you can see it on paper. You can see exactly what it is I'm grateful for. Do you know, David, that this simple practice, if people would do it religiously, even if it's just this number 3, it's amazing where we will all be at the end of this Q4. If we can just take our minds away from, this client said he was going to reach out to me, he didn't call me back. I was supposed to do a presentation, but somehow they canceled it in that company, or this or that or that. If you would just take your eyes away from all of those things that didn't work and focus on the things that worked, no matter how big or how small, and you write them down, you will be shocked at the opportunities that will be presented before you. You will wake up and then you get calls from random people. You get opportunities to come and speak in different places, to pitch your product. You get opportunities to sell, your product to people. So it's a very powerful habit. Is a very powerful.
The power of gratitude.
Technique, yes, and I
it should be a lifestyle.
Should be a lifestyle. Should be a lifestyle, and you'll be shocked at many people are sitting on opportunities. David. Some people are sitting on opportunities, but do you know why they can't see the opportunities? They're too focused on what is not working. They're too focused on what is not working, what they didn't achieve, what I didn't get, how I missed that. So you're sitting on gold, but you're not seeing it because you're not focusing on the right thing. So the power of gratitude is the number 3 point, number 3 technique that would help us to multiply our results in the final quarter of this year.
Let's have the next one.
All right, so the next one is, the number 4 is to embrace continuous learning. This is so important. I don't even know how to sound it.
It cannot be overemphasized.
It cannot be overemphasized. Anywhere you hear that they're teaching something that is related to what you're doing, my dear, please just be going there. Just go there. I remember the first time, I joined the P1 Group, amazing company, real estate company, the number 1 real estate network marketing company in the entire world. In the entire world. And when I joined, one of the things my mentor and my upline told me then was attend every training. And I did. I went for information. I was so hungry. I went for the information. I wanted to add to what I know, because what are we without information? Really.
What
Are we without information? So commit to expanding your knowledge and skills. Are you a realtor? Do you want to multiply your results in this last quarter? Commit to expanding your knowledge and skills. There's something people, right? How to pitch, right? In a presentation, in a large, before a large audience, or even how to pitch before one person or two people, because those are two different skill sets, right? So
something new.
Yes, every day allocate time, learn key ingredient in personal and professional success. So commit to continuous learning. Embrace it with all your heart. And I don't know that P1 Plus, organizes a very special training.
Yes, every Friday.
Every Friday, the School of Strategy.
Yes.
Right. Commit to things like that. Be part of, the group of people that are hungry, to move to the next level. Expand your knowledge base. Expand, your skill set. Learn new things, and you'll be shocked where you'll be at the end of this quarter.
All right, we've talked about the power of gratitude, and we said practice gratitude daily. Write down 3 things you are grateful for each morning. This simple ritual can shift your perspective and boost your productivity, making you more resilient and open to opportunities. This experience helps you put out your attention on things that are working in your life as opposed to areas you may not be facing some challenges. So always practice gratitude. Be grateful for the things that are working and do not pay attention to the things that are not working. When you pay more attention to the things that are working, you appreciate it, you're grateful for it, and then you discover that more opportunities comes your way. Gratitude is the mystery behind multiplication. For whatever you are grateful for multiplies.
Absolutely.
And so if I were you, I'll be grateful for life, so that I'll have multiple life. I'll be grateful for money, so that I'll have...
Absolutely.
And then we've just talked on embrace continuous learning. And like I said, the issue of learning cannot be overemphasized.
Very true.
You need to commit to expanding your knowledge and skills. Right? I mean, somebody, I can't remember, was it Mr. Simeon? I can't remember who I was speaking with, and the person was saying, I don't know how to operate this. You have it. What are you using? What then is the use of the phone if you don't know how to operate? Learn how to operate. Learn how to edit videos. Learn how to... last week we talked about, at the School of Strategy, we talked about professional...
video editing.
Yes, professional video editing. You see so many people doing very quack, ugly, dirty videos.
Yes.
Classes like this, lectures like this, forums like this. It would help you as a realtor, as a marketer.
Yes.
If you know how to edit, you don't need to pay someone. You can just with your phone yourself. Just do it is very important as a business person. As a serious business person, because there are many unserious business persons.
No, we're talking.
It is very important that as a serious business person, you need. There are some things that you need to learn. Someone like me, the desire to know how to do things actually drove me to. Gave me that drive. You go on YouTube. YouTube is there. Commit to continuous learning. Yes, and increasing your skills. What you know how to do today, tomorrow would change.
Exactly.
Your mode of approach and all that, your skills, what you know how to do today. Before a new generation will come with something upgraded.
Yes.
You can't continue with that old style and say, so that was how. No, leave your forefathers. Let them, they are gone. Be innovative.
New ways of
there are new ways, there are new approach to things.
Yes.
So erase that ancient of days mentality. There are things from old that is still valuable and valid, right?
Exactly.
You can still apply some of them, but there are some things that are old school and gone forever. You need to be innovative as a business person, especially in the what have okay. So if I ask you, what have you learned today? What have you? I learned something new
At
today.
least we have learned the power of gratitude.
Yes.
We have learned that if you can write down 3 things we're grateful for every single day and commit to it for the next 30
And you
days.
see this gratitude of a thing. People
Shocking.
overlook it. A lot of people overlook it. They just
Very true. Because it's so simple.
It's so
and it's
it's
like,
so
what's
simple.
that?
And
Please, I'm looking
as
for.
simple as it looks and it sounds, it's very powerful.
Powerful, yes.
It's very powerful. So continuous learning allocates allocate time each day to learn something. Like today, I've already learned something on this system.
And meanwhile,
so,
that
yeah,
and also when I came in here, I was asking you questions on all these your many gadgets. And all
Yeah,
these
you're
many
learning
colors.
something as
Because
well.
I wanted to know, like, what are
You
all
want
these
to
things,
know
all
what
these
does
buttons?
it. So things don't become mystery to you.
Yes, just have the just
Learn something. Just
the
have a
knowledge.
general knowledge of so many things.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it is very, 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 very important. All right, let's move to the next point this beautiful afternoon.
Okay. So the 5th point here is, I wrote down here, build a supportive individuals who uplift you and inspire you.
Who uplift you and inspire you.
Some people
Very
don't be a
important.
lone ranger, right? Don't be a solo person.
Yeah.
You know, you're a business person, right? You're a realtor, you're in business.
Yes.
You know, find your tribe. Everybody has their tribe,
Mm-hmm.
right? Everybody has their tribe. So find your tribe. Surround yourself with positive, supportive individuals who uplift and inspire you. Share your goals and challenges with them. You know, have masterminds. I call them masterminds. You know, a group of people, your friends, you know, people, your tribe members, you know, have time out, you know, build teams where you bounce off ideas on each other, strategize. Do you understand? Look at what has worked this week, what hasn't worked this week, how can we do better? You know, mastermind, share your goals and challenges with them, and then seek their guidance and encouragement. A strong support system can make a world of difference on your journey to success. You know, don't be a lone ranger, right? Don't just be there alone, wondering how shall these things be.
On your own.
Exactly. You know, build solid support systems. And one way you can do that is by giving to others. You know, some people are waiting for people to come and give me, come and teach me, come and show me. You know, the little that you have, share it with somebody, show it to somebody, help the person, you know. And the more you do that, before you know it, you're building a tribe, right? The way to receive is to give. So give that. Don't say the information I have or the knowledge I have or what I have is inconsequential. It's not inconsequential. You maybe thinking it is, but it's not. So one way you can build a strong support system is to be willing to always give encouragement. Be always willing to give support. Be willing to give that listening ear. I'm going through this challenge. Listen, and whatever you can prefer at that time, do it for the person. At your own time as well, somebody will be there for you. So for Q4, for quarter 4, final quarter in this year, don't be a lone ranger, right? Build strong support systems. Build teams around your business. Find your own tribe, you know, and be part of what is happening there. And you'll be amazed at where you'll find yourself by the ending of this year.
Would love to take questions and more comments from you. If you're watching on Facebook and on YouTube, we'd love to hear from you. If you have questions for Barrister or Malinda, put them in the comment section and we'll take them one after the other. All right, let's segue into the next point this afternoon. Do not forget, we are talking about how to multiply your results as a realtor in the last quarter of the year without burning out. And this happens to be the part 2 of this conversation, and we are looking at it from the angle of 6 valuable insights and simple techniques to help you multiply your results as a realtor in Q4. All right, let's take the next point and then we'll continue. We move from there.
All right, so the 6th point that we're going to discuss today is take inspired action.
Take inspired action.
Yes,
inspired action.
Exactly.
Not just any action.
Exactly. I noticed one thing, David. So a lot of people are taking action.
Yes.
You know, they say, I've been working. I've been taking all the action in the world. Nothing is happening. That's why we say take inspired action.
Inspired action.
Not just taking action. Right? Take inspired actions. Don't forget that success is a result of consistent action.
Yes.
You know, Don't do it today.
Consistent.
Yes, consistent action. Don't do it today and tomorrow, next tomorrow, you're not doing it. Consistent. Success is a result of consistent action taking. Take one meaningful step towards your goals every day.
Yes.
It's the small, consistent efforts that lead to significant achievements.
True.
So imagine today, after you have crafted out your goal, looked at the things you want to do in Q4, quarter 4, you know, you have refocused, realigned yourself, adjusted yourself, you're practicing gratitude, you're thinking bigger, you know, you're embracing new information, new knowledge and all of that, right? Understand that now that you have come up with, this is my sales strategy, or this is my recruitment strategy for those of us in P1, you know, this is what I intend to do. Now, ensure that you're taking actions consistently every day towards that goal. You see why goal setting is so important? If you don't have a definite goal, which action are you going to be taking? You're going to be taking scattered action. Do you understand? Today you would think is by going to my friend's house. Maybe if I go there, I'll see somebody I'll pitch this thing to. It's not organized. It's not orderly. And therefore, if at the end of the quarter you don't achieve what you want to achieve, you can already see where the gap is. There was no clearly defined goal. You were just waltzing all over the place. You know, but with that clearly defined goal, you can now say to yourself, okay, these are the action steps I'm going to be taking daily. The discipline. Daily as I live. You know, so you're going to take those actions day in, day out, day in. And I tell people something. Do you know that taking action in your business as a realtor daily is also an act of faith? That's what we call persistence, right?
Yeah.
Persisting.
True.
So I did it today. Well, nobody rang me. Nobody said yes to me. Nobody talked to me. Nobody actually bought. Maybe the same thing repeats itself. Guess what you're going to do? You're going to go again. You're going to go again. You're going to go again. As far as I'm concerned, that is faith. Because most people will say, I'm not going again. Because nothing happened. I don't do again. I don't do again. I beg, I no fit. I don't tire. Right? But go again. Do it again. Do it again. Because these are the little steps that eventually create the momentum for you. Right? And that momentum brings you the result you want. So have you not seen people tell, I've seen, it has happened to me several times, when somebody said, oh, I saved this, your post. I've been seeing you since, and I've been meaning to talk to you. So today now, do you understand? I'm ready. I want to buy. Do you understand? So what if I wasn't consistent? Those days when it looked like nobody saw what I was doing. Those days when it looked like nobody even answered me. Nobody even said hello to me. Right? But you need to be consistent. Action taking. Mindset is good. It's the major part of the whole equation. You must take action. Don't just sit down there and be daydreaming. This is what I want. You know, after you're finished daydreaming and getting emotionally involved with your goal, like we said, go and take inspired action. And do it consistently on a daily basis, unwaveringly, with faith in your heart. And I tell you, Mr. David, there is no telling where you'll be at the end of Q4. You'll be shocked. You would completely shock yourself on where you will be at the end of Q4.
And when it comes to taking inspired action, it depends on what it is, or it depends on what is inspiring you.
Yeah.
So, inspired action, so that you don't go and say one drug dealer or one nonsense person, if I should use that word, if I'm permitted to use that word, inspired you. Yahoo boys are not to inspire you. So, the inspiration or the inspired action that you should take are positive inspiration or positive inspired actions.
Yes.
So don't take it. It depends. So you have to be mindful of who you give yourself to, because you become what you behold. So do not just take action, or do not just take inspired action. Let it be that
counsel of the wrong people.
Exactly.
And that's why we also, do you remember, we talked about support system.
Yes,
so
yes.
The right
surrounding yourselves with the right set of people that would, positively inspire you.
Yeah.
I mean, for instance, now I remember the very first day I met with the MD of P1 Plus. I was so much inspired that when I read his profile and all that, I was like, what? Then I started meeting people like Barrister Omar, and I'm like, oh, so women are really, young women as well, are really doing a lot. And I think, I can't remember one of the guys that said, if you are up to 30 and you're not doing real estate, you are cheating yourself. I was like, I mean, that really hits me hard. So if I had not found myself in that kind of environment or someone who even did the connection one way or the other that brought me here. So it begins from your immediate relationship, the friends you keep, because
support groups.
yes, the groups you keep, the people you follow. Someone recommended me here. I mean, if I had not had that close relationship with that person, I mean, I don't know where I would be. So in as much as God wants to bless you and take you higher, you also need to be intentional with where you find yourself and who you are with. So important. When it comes to taking inspired steps, you it's not just to just get inspired and you start looking for what you acquire.
Very true. And even talking about the inspired action, the truth also, again, another perspective to it is that if you have set the right goal,
yes,
and you're doing all of these many things that we've listed out, you're doing your gratitude practice every day, you're learning new skills, you know, for professional and personal growth, you're thinking bigger and all of these things. You will agree with me that it's difficult for your actions, the inspiration you're going to get to act to be negative. If you did, like from step 1, 2, 3, 4 to the 6th one, it would be almost impossible, right, for you to engage in an action that you will deem inspired but is negative, right? So if you follow the steps that we talked about, it will be difficult for you to be taking any action that you will say is inspired by you but is not in alignment to that goal, to that thing you want to achieve.
All right, we have a question here. Someone is asking, don't mind me. Now I'm doing 1 million things together. I think that's Oluwaseun Faith Karim, and she's asking the question: what do you advise someone to do if the person is building a team but the team members are not as serious as you are? Very important question. Very, very important question. Very, very important question, Barrister.
Okay, to answer the question, firstly, be grateful that you even have a team.
That's
right?
it. Okay,
because some people don't even
that's
have
it.
one
That's
person,
it.
right? Some people don't even have one. But if you have a team,
Yes,
that means that there's something you know, there's something you have. Even if it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. Do you understand? So the reason, and I appreciate you, dear viewer, when you talked about, what do I do? Be thankful that you have a team.
Okay.
The next thing now is, okay, I want this team to be
As serious as I am.
and inspired and to be doing what I'm doing, right? Be grateful for them, number 1. Then number 2, spend time to ask them what their challenges are.
Okay.
Right? Spend time to ask them. People like personal touch sometimes. They like that personal one-on-one. Do you understand? One-on-one. Don't just talk to them as group, faceless people, Get personal with your people. See that you're genuinely interested in their progress, in their success. They will commit to you.
Okay.
They will commit to you as a leader,
Okay.
And talking about listening to their challenges or listening or being empathic, when you set out to, okay, let me find out the challenges of my team members, it's not for you to, when they share their challenges with you, for you to agree with them. Like, oh yes, that's true. That challenge is really it's universal. What respond?
Wow.
What a leader would do at that point is listen to the person's challenge, let the person vent, air out his or her challenges, and then you now about a system or a structure, about something that didn't work out well or something. Don't start digging the problem. Don't start abusing whoever is involved. Don't start castigating whoever is involved, because you're doing the same wrong thing,
True.
right? And by the time you know it, you're in the same ditch with the complainant, right? So if the person comes, this is my challenge, listen to the person, be genuinely concerned, be genuinely care, show genuine care, but as a leader, skillfully take the person's attention away. So this is where the skills come in now. Take the person's mind and focus away from those things that the person is complaining about, and show the person the possibilities, show the person the opportunities inside that challenge. Because for something to qualify to be called a challenge, that means there's a solution.
Yes, sure.
Right?
True.
If something is a challenge, then there's an opportunity in it. There's an opportunity in every challenge. So you as a leader, help that one to see the opportunity. There's something Dr. Julius Oyedemi said in the last retreat we had. He said, some people say things like, oh, this is not working. Oh, I'm having challenge here. He said, that's why you're there. That struck me. He said, that's the reason why you're there, to right the wrong. Right? To change it. To lead from that place. You don't have to be at the top to lead. You can lead at whatever level. You don't have to be the MD to lead. You can lead at your level. So that's what an effective leader will do. You listen to the challenges, you listen to the problems, and then you skillfully take their attention away from, because as a leader that focusing on the problem will never solve it.
No.
It is never going to solve. You're going to make the problem so big that both the leader and the leadee, both of you will be overwhelmed with the problem, and then you're going to say, what are we going to do now? But take the person's attention from that challenge and show the person the opportunities and make the opportunity big in that person's mind. Do you understand? And by the time you know it, the problem becomes smaller and smaller and smaller, fizzles out, and then all the person is faced with is opportunities. And mind you also, this thing I just said now, I've done it, I have practicalized it with so many of my own team members as well. They come in, you take their attention and focus away from that seeming challenge. Show them the opportunities there. Show them what they can do. Show them the innovations that they can come up with that same thing that the whole world is seeing as a challenge. And then give them that opportunity, to shine with that. And many of them have done it. And today, they're like raving fans. So that's the way to build a strong, solid team.
Now, from what you've said, if after taking all these steps that you've mentioned, and you still find unseriousness in one or two persons, are you free to let them go, discharge them?
No.
Because sometimes they say the thing with the chop the wood, now inside the wood the day.
Yes, so
I don't want anybody that will come and I know I've taken the right steps, and you want to be the village people in my midst. Please.
Let me just give you space, right? Yeah. So this is where your skill as a leader will also come to play. So you're a leader, right? What do leaders do? They see the good in people.
Okay.
Right? A good leader, a real leader, will see somebody that everybody has given up on, including he himself. He has given up on himself. But the leader will say, I still believe you. I still think you can amount to something. I still think, do you understand? So it's not for you to throw the person away. Some people don't learn so quickly. Some people don't catch up fast. Some people catch up very late, slowly. So maybe that one is one of them. So your own bit is be that good leader, right? Put in the work you need to put in. Set the right things, structures in place, right? And then allow God to do the rest. If the person will stay, the person will stay. If the person will go and come back later, the person can go and come back later. But let it not be that you're the reason, right, why the person got so discouraged and, didn't want to continue with the business.
All right, let's keep the conversation going even after the end of this session. It has been a wonderful time right here on Cedarwood Luxury Online Radio with Barrister Omalinda. Thank you to everyone. I want to say thank you to Oluwaseun Faith Karim. Thank you for joining P1 Awesome. Thank you. Usman Alima. Thank you. Okay, every one of you that has been a part of this session, thank you very, very, very much. The conversation continues even after the end of the session. All right, so in conclusion, yes, we'll just take the last parting words and then we'll leave. Let's have, yes.
So I wrote down here, just remember that achieving new heights of success is a continuous journey.
It is a continuous journey,
right?
Indeed. Yeah.
So when we say working your goal and all of that, your goal is not when you have achieved the 5 million or whatever it is your goal is for the quarter. But your goal is success is not just when you have achieved that goal at the end of the quarter, but success is every single day you take steps towards that goal, you're successful. Right? You're successful. So remember that achieving new heights of success is a continuous journey and not a destination. Not just a destination. Destination is part of it, but the journey and the destination equals the success we're talking about, right? So stay committed, stay focused, stay positive.
Stay positive, yeah.
Yes, in this new quarter. Quarter four is a fresh opportunity to make great strides towards your goals.
Yes.
It's an opportunity. Do you know, if it didn't work in quarter three, we have another opportunity, right? To practice what we learned, again in Q4. So there's another opportunity for you to put to work all of the information, all of the knowledge, all of the wisdom you've been gathering, or you've gathered up until this time, and just unleash it in this quarter four. And you'll be amazed. So I believe in your potentials to achieve. I believe in you, and I believe that everyone under the sound of our voice this afternoon listening to us, it's all in you. It's all in you. Sometimes you may not feel like it, you may not look like it, but it is all in you. If you would take out time, these 6 points we shared today, and really look at them critically, you will find that inside of them is actually the success you're looking for. So I encourage you today to keeping on, and we'll see you next time.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. I mean, left to me, I would have said we should continue talking from now till evening, but we would have to end this session here.
Yes,
I think I got a response, a wow thanks response from Oluwaseun Faith Karim. I think she was wowed by the way you responded to that very question. Thank you very much, everyone. And see you again by 4. See you again by 4. God bless you all.